Good morning, everyone. It's Dr. Arlene Diamco, the multidimensional MD. Thank you for joining me. And my mission is to help bring the intuitive spirit back to medicine because it was never meant to be separated in the first place. And I want to do that in tangible and practical ways for you. So today, I'm actually going to talk about fall transitions just to help you transition more smoothly as the weather changes and gets cooler. And I'm going to share with you 9 tips to do that. So, the first is to notice what nature is doing. So, you look around, the leaves are falling, the weather is getting cooler and drier. There's this kind of going inward, contraction. So if you think about summer, well, starting from spring to summer as an expansion, then in the fall, from transition from summer, fall to winter, there's this whole energetic contraction. And that happens on every layer. So to just notice that, and it gives you an idea of like what you need to do, because then you can follow what nature is doing. So the second thing is to stay hydrated, because as the weather gets cooler and drier, then we tend to get drier ourselves. So our skin is drier, and then what I notice is the transitions of the seasons from like fall and also in the spring, is that people tend to get more constipated. So if you're aware, you can just start to meet those needs of your body and help it adjust. As your body adjusts, then it will start to regulate. But to notice and just make sure to get extra water during this time. And I want to share with you a couple of my favorite nourishing teas, especially for this fall. There are so many teas to share, and I love teas because you can get so much nutrition out of it. They're very soothing. So the first is chamomile tea. And chamomile is so easy to find. It's nutritious. It's also great for the gut. It's good for your skin. It's considered a nervine. So a nervine is a kind of herb that is calming for your nervous system. And I feel like right now, so many people are kind of riled up, and just we're mid-pandemic now. It's so much going on. And we all could use this kind of like calming to our nervous system. Chamomile is one of these super herbs where if you take it regularly, it can help every system in the body. It can even help with bone density. It's possible to help fight off a cold. It's also has antibacterial and antiviral properties. So it's one of my favorite teas just because it's so accessible. It's a beautiful flower, and it has so many medicinal properties. I like to also combine it with calendula. So calendula is a nice soothing herb for the mucous membranes, for the skin. And so if you combine that like 1 to 1, chamomile and calendula, maybe put a pinch of honey or stevia in that, that can be like a really nice, delicious tea to have. And if you want me to make you any, then I will be having some of those blends in my office as well. Another tea that I mentioned before is turkey tail mushroom. So turkey tail comes around this time. It's very easy to find in the woods, but I wouldn't go out and hunt for it unless you know what you're looking for, or if you go with someone that's an experienced in foraging mushrooms. But you could. It is actually more common to find it in capsule form because it's a really great medicinal mushroom, also packed with antioxidants like the flavonoid quercetin. Quercetin is a really common supplement that people take to boost their antioxidants, and turkey tail has that. It can also boost your immune system with what's called these certain polysaccharopeptides. These are proteins that are bound to carbohydrates. In particular, there's two, PSK and PSP, are two types that are known to boost your immune system, and turkey tail mushroom is rich in that. So if you can't find the like dried turkey tail to use to make a tea, when you make a tea with it, you would actually have to boil it. And I would do that for at least 20 minutes, maybe up to an hour. But if you can't find that because it's not as easy to find, then you could actually just use the capsule form and open that up and stir it and make a tea out of that. It's very earthy flavored. So, has that grounding kind of quality. And energetically, it just really helps to bring that energy, that electrical static from up here, thinking so much like down, down, down through the legs, down to the feet. It's turkey tail, both turkey tail and chamomile also can possibly help balance sugar levels. They're both great for your gut. And again, both have antibacterial and antiviral properties. So choose which one you would like to take and just take it regularly, even a cup, 2 to 3 cups a day. A cup a day could already do a lot for you. And then in this time, we also have a lot of warming and cleansing spices. So that's ginger, turmeric, cloves, cinnamon, cardamom. So these are like the spices of the season. And we can use it to make a lot of like fall and winter delicious things to eat. And the neat thing about it is that energetically they are warming to the body. So as the season's changing and the weather is getting cooler, then we support ourselves with like more warming foods. And those kinds of herbs, spices, combined with nourishing fall veggies, you think about that fall harvest, are nourishing for the body, and they also help to kind of detox and cleanse the body. Traditionally, twice a year, people actually did a detox or cleanse with certain herbs, like cinnamon and pumpkin seed. These are all good for just clearing the gut from parasites and worms. And you think about, we do this for our pets. We're supposed to like deworm them regularly, but humans don't do this, but they used to. And it's built into the season's food. So as the seasons change, it's built in there. So these things will help to kind of clear the gut, keep things moving. So when you think about like fall harvest, pumpkin, that beautiful pumpkin, and getting those pumpkin seeds, like eating a tiny handful of pumpkin seeds a day could be really great for your gut. But think orange for the season, pumpkin, carrots, and sweet potato. Those are going to be your superfoods. And then you have all of those great fall harvest dark greens, like kale is one of them. So get those in your diet every day somehow, and that will really help keep your immune system up. Keep up with your probiotic foods. So for right now, all the different sauerkrauts are really great, and also apple cider vinegar. So if you get a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in some warm water every morning, that can really help to prime your gut and to just add some gentle support to it. And this is a time, just like what nature is doing, to slow down. So getting some extra rest is going to be really important just to help support your body through this transition. And you might feel that it's been kind of chaotic and busy during the day, but see if you can just carve out extra time to make sure you're getting enough sleep. The summer is busy in a way. It was a time for rest in a different way. But again, it was more of that expansion. And then now we're kind of going more inwards again. So to honor that with your body, with your mind and your spirit, and to get out there and enjoy nature. I was thinking of just watching my puppy just walk through the leaves, and she was having so much fun making that crunching sound on the leaves. And I thought that was so amazing that the simplest thing was bringing her such joy. So maybe you haven't appreciated the leaves, in many years or since childhood. So, take a moment and just walk through the park or go on a hike and then just appreciate those transitions and the colors. And it's like food for your soul, just fairly nourishing. And lastly, is to continue to venture inward. It's really hard to get that depth of healing unless you do tend to your spirit. And by venturing inward, this would be a great time to maybe start a journal, or I love having a scribble journal. I tell people that all the time is, what do you do, or what should your kid do when they're feeling worked up and not sure what to do, or what should we have the teachers, how can they help them, they really want help. So for some people, I'll say, maybe have a scribble journal, an art journal that creates like this safe zone for you to express yourself in a way that's really open, so you don't really have to feel like you are creating something or have to draw a specific picture, but it's much more free flowing, where you just take colors, put them on the page, and express yourself through that. And if you haven't started some kind of meditation practice, then this would be a really good time to start to do that. And it could just be taking some time sitting with your breath, taking an extra long exhale, at least twice as long as your inhale. Um, and all of these little things can help you transition in the fall, keep your immune system strong, and it doesn't have to take much, but it's those small things that, if you do them with some consistency, then it can really help you feel more vibrant no matter the season. So that was my short podcast for today. And I hope you're all doing well. And I will see you next time on Wednesday, 11 a.m. EST. I hope you can hear me because I'm in the park right now and there's a lot of sounds here. So you'll have to let me know. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram at All Worlds Health. My website is allworldshealth.com, and on Facebook, All Worlds Health and Pediatrics. Lots of love to you. I'll see you next time.